our marquee match of the night. UVU's wrestler, one loss on the season at the Cliff Keen Invitational, and since then has been on a tear. Not a single defeat. Terrell Bearclaw.
Terrell Bearclaw from right here, Layton, Utah.
Lock in. Your single legs are going to be there. Take a deep breath. Focus on them. Okay? You're the man. Lock in.
As time expires here.
Limp arm! Limp arm!
Still like that. It's up to 3-3.
Three!
Either way, I think they're gonna have to look. The
we were
challenge
waiting
block
on
was
that.
thrown. There will be no takedown awarded.
Guess what? This is anybody's match now.
All right. Head on head. Stay wide. No hop here.
Terrell's staying on top of the switch. This is hips. This is who's going to win the hips. And
Reversal.
Changes hips. Okay.
Tied up. 90 seconds in the match.
This is what it's almost like an overtime or a subject, a sweep there. Terrell with the shot, but man,
Really quick
with
there.
some redirects there. He made it. Oh man, right here, the last second shot comes in. We're in a position to score. He's got to swim over. That's three. And a victory right at the buzzer. Terrell Bearclaw, Utah Valley University over number 3 ranked Peyton Hall of West Virginia. The crowd's going crazy. Layton High School, Layton, Utah. Terrell's on the water. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the campus of Utah Valley University, where the Wolverines are hosting the Air Force Academy. The cadets are in town. This is Sam Allen talking with Chasen Tolbert by my side. Big matchup tonight. Big 12 wrestling. Chasen, what are your thoughts?
Hey, it's good to be here tonight, Sam. We have a back-to-back duel last night. We dueled West Virginia. We weren't in Lockhart Arena. We wrestled at Layton High School, alma mater of Terrell Bearclaw. He came away with a top 3 win, upsetting number 3 in the country.
What a night last
in
night.
front of his home crowd, and there's other athletes out of Layton that have contributed to this program. Guys on the lineup other than Terrell. So it was fitting that it happened there.
Fitting a top 3 victory is meaningful. I don't care who you are. Terrell's been knocking on the door early in the year. Wrestled tough matchup with a top 10 ranked Stanford opponent. Oklahoma State came into town here with a mean. Terrell has been.
He has 3 top 5 wins. He's beat 3 of the top 5 guys. So
it just looks so good. And so you know what? We know we're going to see Hall again in the Big 12. It's a stacked weight class in the Big 12 even.
Amin's there, and then Terrell's sole loss of the season, the UNI athlete Thompson, will be at that tournament as well. So it'll be exciting. It'll be good. UVU come away with the loss last night as a team. West Virginia ranked, I think, 11th in the country. Really tough lineup. They had some seasoned vets, 5th and 4th year athletes compared to our relatively young lineup.
And UVU has a couple guys admittedly resting just due to some strain and some training little knocks. They've better said, hey, I'd rather get healthy. I'd rather have my guys. So we did. Last night we had a young team. West Virginia edged us out. But now we got a fresh start, Chasen. We got the cadets of the Air Force Academy. We've had competition with them. They're over the border right there in Colorado. It's awesome to have them in town, right?
Yeah, we love having them. And I mean, this year Air Force is feeling a little bit of the pain, losing their star athlete, Hendrickson, to Oklahoma State. They do have 1 ranked wrestler at 184 pounds, Gage Musser, a senior. So it'll be a good matchup, good experience for some of these younger guys that are stepping in for Hayden Drury and Riker Fulmer. They're just doing the face-offs now. The guys shaking hands in the middle. Caleb Uhlenhop coming off his win last night as well against
a ranked opponent.
Yeah, number 16, I think, in the country. Uhlenhop just upset him in overtime. Took him down to his back.
So Jason called it. He said, I think we're going to see an upset here with Uhlenhop. And huge night for us on that one.
Yeah, Uhlenhop, extremely gamey wrestler, really long, lengthy, one of our favorites to watch. And just through the lineup, I mean, we talked to Coach Hall this morning about, the guy's performance. And there's just some younger guys with, habits they need to figure out, like Smokey McClure staying in his stance. Last night he came out, took a guy down within seconds, and then kept coming out of his stance and getting the role reversed on him. So there's little things here and there throughout the lineup, but relatively young lineup. And so Jack Forbes, heavyweight tonight, looking to get some redemption after falling last night to West Virginia. So a couple things here tonight we're looking forward to.
As we finish up these announcements, captains are coming to the mat, honorary coin toss. Stick with us. Tonight we'll be starting at 125 pounds. Regular kind of lineup for us. Richard Rick's going to come out here against Nico Tossi.
Honorary coin toss going on right now. Willie the Wolverine out there with mentor for UVU Wrestling, Clay Shubin, and Coach Adam Hall.
I feel like Willie the Wolverine is 8 feet tall.
He's a big Wolverine. Above average. Just noticed Coach Barber for Air Force Academy, 11th season coaching at Air Force. He's been around and super good coach. He's developed guys that have that unique personality to be in the armed forces and go through all the experiences in Colorado Springs. That's not typical of a normal student athlete.
It's not, and it's a unique student body at the Air Force Academy, to say the least. And so they have scrappy teams. Every cadet participates in some sport. I don't know if you do that. They have to. So the depth on their teams are insane. But we're excited to see the lineup tonight. Like I said, we're starting at 125 pounds. In the history between these two schools, these two programs, all time against the Air Force Academy, Air Force leads us out 11 wins to our 7. So we're looking to balance that scale there as well.
It's time for Utah Valley Wrestling.
Fans are excited tonight, on their feet. There's a lot of energy at these duels this season.
And we're live here, 125 pounds. I like Bridger's style, man. He is tough. He's scrappy. He gets good shots off. Last night, not enough to come away with the victory.
Yeah, Rick's athlete out of
Perry,
Utah, wrestled for Box Elder High School. He's had some really close matches with top ranked athletes.
He has, man.
And coming from, the junior college experience at Western Wyoming and stepping into D1, he's done really well. Notable win over his own brother, a Wyoming athlete, up at the duel a couple weeks ago.
Heavy hands going here. Rick's with almost a post to his shot. Not enough to get it all the way through.
Nico Tossi, a sophomore from Lidditz, Pennsylvania. 125-pounder.
Making the trek out west. Oh, nice heavy pull there to a shot. But Rick's down blocks. He knows what's coming. Both guys have wrestled pretty head-to-head here. Coach Hall kept saying, get an angle, get an angle. You got to be able to get an angle to close that gap, to get to those legs.
Yeah, that's something that all year has been a focus for Bridger Ricks, is getting the offense. Super sturdy defense, but getting to his attacks has been a huge focus in the room with Hochstrasser and Coach Hall mentoring him. Sam, one thing I noticed is the lineup for Air Force is just scattered throughout the country. They got guys coming from everywhere. Normally, like West Virginia had, some Pennsylvania kids, West Virginia kids, yep. Utah. There's a lot of guys from the West, but right. Air Force just gets them all, It's and that personality they're looking for.
Well, it's that, and it's, nice shot. The stall warning now put up. Ricks has really pushed the pace, really had more of the offensive presence here, so he earns that stall warning against his opponent, Tossi.
Time expires in first period. It'll be Utah Valley's choice. And Bridger Ricks chooses bottom. Sam, one thing that coaching staff has mentioned is a focus on coming out hot the first period. Just pushing the pace first period and ready to wrestle right away.
Well, nice quick escape. That was a great job. And throw here, though. Bridger keeps, a body lock here. He's going to lift, return him to the mat. Tossi does a good job and hips him down.
No score
Ricks
yet.
Keeps that seatbelt across the back. No takedown, out of bounds.
Air Force bench calling for 3, and Barber throws the brick.
So the challenge brick here is essentially asking or begging the question, was that a takedown right there on the edge of the mat before they went out of bounds? The referee said we're out, but not the case. We'll see what the referees see when they do the replay here.
Yeah, just so fans at home know, the brick can be tossed, but if you lose the challenge, you don't get it back. So you got to be pretty confident in what the call is going to be. Coach Hall threw the brick last night in the Terrell's match. They reviewed it. There was a whole sequence, and they reviewed it. We're going to rewatch this.
So here we got Ricks. He has a potential lift, but Tossi does a good job to lace his leg down to keep him from being lifted, and then ends up throwing him. Bridger had that seatbelt lock across his back, and so I'm not sure if that hold across his back constituted that he didn't have enough control, that Tossi didn't have enough control to earn the takedown. But then they end up rolling out of bounds. Kind of weird. I don't know. Jason, what do you think?
We'll see what the refs say. It looks like they're coming to a decision here, and they're going to keep the brick. The call stands.
All right, so we're back. Second period, minute 39 with neutral position. Both guys got a little bit of a breather here. Both guys shooting now with heavy active hands. Ricks is doing what we talked about, that very, very quick change-ups, always changing the pressure back and forth, up and down. Kind of gets pulled down, falls on his hip. But we're back up, digging deep underhooks here. Russian tie here for Tossi.
both athletes extremely stout individuals.
Yeah, ooh, right there. No, they really are. Both muscular, low to the ground, low center of gravity, hard to push. You know, these quintessential 125-pound type of physique. Another shot. Tassi a little bit better this round of being the stalker rather than the stalked.
Yeah, keeping his butt towards the middle. Rick's looking to try to circle in, but Tassi doing a good job just cornering him out and pushing.
Air Force coaches are saying, hey, that's a stall. I think Ricks did a good job to hold his position there, not get out of position, but do his best he could from that edge of the mat there. So for those of you that didn't tune in, you might notice something different here. Utah Valley with a brand new, fresh Wrestlite wrestling mat. Oh, nice shot. High C to a single. He goes, man, I don't like that.
So this is kind of what Coach Hall has been talking about. Guys are over wrestling. Instead of staying on the leg, finishing the shot, he goes straight for the head looking for the cradle. Let's get a takedown first.
But, man, I say this a lot. Like, when I coach high school or middle school age boys, I will never let go of two hands on one leg to maybe capture that head. You're going to lose both.
I mean, unless there's certain circumstances, like you need to score a bunch of points quick or you got to go for a pin because you're down bad. But I like just getting a takedown.
Especially because, Ricks does all the work, does a nice high C to a single leg. He picks it up. Got a blood timeout, I believe.
Bridger's still rocking the face mask. He's been wearing that for a couple months now. He's got a nose issue of some sort where they don't want him to bonk it.
I don't understand what this referee's timeout is. What?
They're looking at film of some sort.
I wonder if something got held or bent or maybe some unsportsmanlike. I don't know. I don't know what he's exactly looking at. Locked hands?
Yeah, they felt like his hand was still on the mat when he locked. He had a lock. So
I don't know if I've seen this ever. Like if they miss it, they miss it.
Maybe the ref or the coaches were like, "Hey, will you double check?" When the action broke.
But that's actually what the challenge brick is for, which they don't have. So essentially, this is my take. They got a challenge when their challenge brick was gone. That's one thing to burn the challenge brick too on the first match in the first round, right?
Yeah, that was bold.
Bold.
Because they might need it later.
Watch this replay here. So he touches. I see what he's saying. So Bridger had a nice body lock. And Tassi, perhaps very in a smart way, he's down, kind of bent over, and he touches his hand down.
So he has to break the lock.
And so Bridger had to break that lock. I think the question is, did he do it fast enough? He did let go of the lock. I just don't know if it was fast enough. So those refs, I think they'll probably watch it in real time and see, did he have enough reaction time to let go of that lock? We'll see. That's good awareness. I mean, mat awareness and just positional awareness that Tassi had. Just knowing, what?
He can't lock here.
I can't lock, and if I bend down and I can touch the mat here, he's the guy to let go of that body lock.
Bridger last night coming off a loss to Jet Strickenberger, athlete for West Virginia, actually from Colorado Springs.
That's true.
So kind of interesting spin on that. But Strickenberger ranked 10th in the country.
Yep.
So you have a technical violation. He said he was locking hands. It's a point for red, Air Force. So that puts Air Force ahead 2-1. Riding time not a factor. 1:40 left in the match. Both guys on their feet.
Bridger's had some nice offense here, so I feel good about.
Yep, he also has a stall warning.
Oh, inside trip! Inside trip, but man, Tossie does a good job to switch his hips. Now Bridger's got a
limp arm out of there.
Limp arm out, whip his arm out. That overhook whizzer. Man, that elbow's tweaked out, but a roll through. This is a scramble. I wouldn't have done that. He stepped over. He should have just crowded his head.
Yeah.
But now Bridger's got to keep doing something to elevate that leg up. We don't want to get here. Oh.
Well, they just wanted to watch the knee. That thing was bent weird.
Both guys, this is great wrestling. Both guys scrambled super well there. Shot right off the bat. Tried to anticipate it.
Minute left. Ricks does have a stall warning against Air Force.
Tossie has it.
Yeah.
So, shot here. Oh, man, Ricks was all on full battling with hand fight, and Tossie just timed it well. Ricks trying to push him away with his. Oh, he got his feet clear. He's got to keep moving. Elevate, elevate, elevate. Yep, just like this. So Bridger can isolate this leg. He's got to hook it right here. Hooks it. Nice job. Now he'll crowd the head and look to go back towards the hips. Yeah, he's got to push that leg off or rolling back, head hunt him. 26 seconds.
Looking to swim
Ricks
here and pop
is
his
in a
head
good
out.
position. Tossie just holding on for dear life. Rick's trying to step over, and he's got the legs.
That's
a three-point takedown. Right with 12 seconds left. He's got to ride tough here. Rick's keeping his knee trapped and foot trapped. I'll take it.
Yeah, as time expires, that puts the score 4-2 for Bridger Ricks. Comes away with the victory.
Nice finish right at the last there. I think Bridger had a good state of mind where he said, listen, I got about 30 seconds. I have him in a bad position. I got to just be calm and take my time, Chasen. And, man, this is a lot different than some of the other positions we saw him in that first and second period.
Yeah, props to Bridger for pushing the pace and getting to his attacks there.
And now, for Utah Valley, a red shirt.
All right, so out of the gate, Jason, we come away with a nice victory.
Stepping in 133 pounds, Case Mauger representing the Wolverines. Tried and true. Had an awesome match last night. Came away with a pin. Looking to replicate that tonight.
Mauger, I got to be honest, the way I watch Mauger wrestle, I wouldn't want to wrestle him, dude. His freaking tie-ups, his Russian tie to just whipping that shoulder around, and he knows that position very, very well. You look for that here. Grabs the elbow just like this. He grabs the elbow, climbs it up, pulls a Russian, and then steps inside right there, whips it down.
Air Force saying, watch his shoulder, but I don't know that he did anything illegal.
Referee says, let's just better safe than sorry. Let's not tear that shoulder up. I think anybody that does any kind of tape or film on Mauger knows where it's going. He just happens to be so good at it. Guys have a hard time defending it.
Yeah, everyone knows he goes 2-on-1.
No, he's gathering them all together now, both arms together. Oh, this is bad position. Capriella got to try to get his elbows out. Oh, now again the Russian.
Mauger definitely looking like the aggressor here. He's getting to ties, leg attacks, but nothing quite come of it yet.
Capriella similarly built as Mauger, a little taller, little more length. So good matchup. Mauger with a nice down block. Oh, gets around to the foot. Now he's in a single leg. Got to look him isolate here, maybe shelf it up on his far hip.
Looking to swim out to that back leg.
He circles around and gets a 3-point takedown. Textbook single leg finish right there, Chasen.
Yeah, it didn't come up to the head, stayed on the leg.
Caparella up to his feet.
Yeah, quick to his feet.
Earns an escape. Looks like Marger has he did this last night.
Yeah, they call it like a beaver trap there.
Not quite a cradle. It's almost like a cradle through the hips, but Marger doing a good job of switching hips over. He's got Caparella's legs split, and now he's really going for traditional cradle. Now scoops that bottom leg. He's going to look to elevate that bottom leg.
15 seconds left in the first period. Marger looking for a quick turn.
Here he goes. He's going to run down. 7 seconds.
Coach Hall says, breathe here.
All right, 2 takedowns in the first period. Make that score 6-1. Almost a rush in there for Caparella as well. Interesting shot there. Caparella shoots almost to the far side, but ends up capturing the near leg.
Yeah, Marger okay here. He's okay with guys right there on his leg. He likes to sit this corner, goes for a crotch lock, and looking to step.
Here he goes, another cradle position. Caparella felt it coming on, so he elevated his head up. Now we're going to go behind the elbows and try to earn that takedown. Three-point takedown.
Third takedown of the match for Case Marger. Minute left in the second period. He's going to go to work on top.
Seconds remaining in the second period. 50 seconds.
Marger rides so tough. Like, I think his height, his length allows him to just kind of be like cover the hips and the head all at the same time. He's just kind of encompassing as he rides here. Got a thigh block here with weight up on Caparella's hands and head. Oh, stack. Now he came back to almost a cradle again.
Short time. Looking for a stall out of Air Force, but time will expire. It'll be Air Force choice. He's going to choose top. So he hasn't had an opportunity yet this match to go top, but he's looking to get a turn.
Marger with a stand-up. He's clearing the hands out. Caparella trying to go down low and for a lift, but Marger scooped up the bottom leg. He's put Caparella in a bad position here.
Yeah, if he can wiggle that right arm out, he'll be okay.
He's got to switch his hips over. Oh, but Caparella does a good job to keep his composure and not, give up that position. Ends up with a bar here.
Marger looking to fight that back.
All right.
Times no change. 1 minute, 3 seconds left in the match.
Margaret did almost enough just to get that escape here earlier in the period.
Caprella going for broke here. He's got to get a turn.
Deep claw and a thigh block here, kind of a spiral ride position, which he changes out of to a wrist ride. Margaret hit with a stall warning.
Coach
Not
Hall
of
wondering where the consistency is. This is almost an identical situation as second period, but the roles were reversed. No stall awarded to UVU at that point.
20 seconds remaining in the match. Wolverine fans, make some noise.
Oh, we got a deep half here. Margaret's got to fight that. There he goes. He fights that handoff.
Air Force saying go for broke, but time will expire. 9-1 victory. That's a major decision for Case Margaret. Match didn't end super positively. Wound up getting rode for the full round, but no turns. Comes away with the victory.
Yeah, so after 2 matches, we win both those. But, yeah, if you would have thought that would kind of end up where Caprella does a good job riding in that third period, I think a lot of people think, no, this match is going to get blown open a lot bigger. But he kept it close. He tried his best to close that gap. 9-point victory or 8-point victory, major decision. So now we're up. We got Carter Nagel from the Air Force Academy going up against Patrick Mullen. Patrick stepping in for the injured or taking a bit of a break. Hayden Drury, number 18 ranked. Hayden's had a great season thus far. So we're going to look for Patrick to fill in here and fill in well. He had a tough match last night, right, Jason?
Yeah, true freshman going up against a really seasoned athlete in Titus from West Virginia. Wound up getting Jonesied in the first round. Tried to make up the deficit, couldn't quite do it, but looking to turn the tables tonight and get a victory for the Wolverines.
I needed Chasen to help me last night. I was like, when Mullen got rolled, I was like, I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that move is. Chasen's like, that's the Jonesy. That's the Jonesy roll.
Yeah, Coach Hall, we talked about it today. He was like, we just went over that. What do we do when guys going for a Jonesy? So hopefully that was a lesson learned for the true freshman out of Naperville, Illinois.
So leg ride comes on here by Nagel.
Nagel's got a bar.
Interesting leg ride where he's got the bar, but no hip pressure hardly at all. But he does enough to scoop it. Oh, and stacks him up. Mullen's got to fight. He's got to keep rolling to his left there.
A lot of weight. Those hips are heavy.
Left shoulder over, roll to his right, I should say. Nagel set that up. He knew exactly what he's doing. Kept that needle threaded right there.
And Mullen fights off his back.
That's a tough position. Props to Mullen for being gritty here.
Yeah, it's a 4-point near fall. Score currently 7-0.
So here you do. You got a guy that likes to leg ride. He's already turned you, got you a little discombobulated. What do you got to do to get your mind right here, Jason?
I think just keep wrestling. I mean, Nagel got the bar back, after losing the pinning combination. So
over the top here. Nagel does a good job.
Mullen escapes here.
Mullen does a good job to time that well where he came over the top and he turns and faces. So earns a 1-point escape. A little bit of a change-up, like a shot and a reshot, but no penetration. So Mullen's a bit stretched here. He's either got to power through, get to a side, or back out, right, Jason?
Yeah, and looks like he's going to try to work his way back to his feet. Ref will call stale here. 20 seconds left in the first period.
20 seconds remaining in the first period.
They go right to it. Underhook.
Underhook can go by. Smooth, super smooth.
And after two, Knuckle takes a 10-1 lead over Mullen. Mullen chooses neutral.
What do you think of that choice, Jason? Mullen chooses neutral.
I mean, he's looking to
down
get
twice.
some stuff happening on his feet, but, I mean, he doesn't want to choose bottom.
Yeah, man. That leg ride was pretty gnarly. Underhook here again. I think his singlet got held there a little bit.
Nogel, a freshman as well, out of Laurel, Maryland. Extremely dominant in this match.
Oh, nice reshot.
Yeah, Nogel went for that same underhook he scored on last round. Mullen countered with a shot of his own. And Mullen looking in like he's in a predicament. That'll be a pin, just like that.
Noggle coming away with a pin victory. Amped up. And that really brings the match closer together. Nice pin finish by Noggle. Team score now 6 for Air Force Academy, UVU 7. We're going to go to a quick break. Stay with us, wrestling fans. More coming at you from Utah Valley University.
This is everything, everything, everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on now. Bring it, 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 bring it. Come if you dare, come if you dare, come along, yeah.
Finding the right match can be difficult. Fortunately, Kengar Volkswagen Orem has exactly what you're looking for. With our large inventory of new and used vehicles, it's easy to find your perfect match at the dealership or online. We make car buying easy, and we're here for all your service and parts needs too. Come see our friendly staff today. We're conveniently located nearby on University Parkway. Kengar Volkswagen Orem, a proud sponsor of UVU basketball. We hear you.
UCCU Mobile Banking now comes with Learn and Earn, a fun way to learn about money. Learn and Earn breaks down financial topics into fun, bite-sized games like quizzes and trivia for your entire family. Every time someone in your family completes a game, they earn points towards gift cards from Apple, Amazon, Walmart, and a lot more. The more you play, the more you learn. The more you learn, the more you earn. Visit uccu.com/learn to start learning and earning today.
Refresh your senses with a wave of tropical lime flavor. Mountain Dew Baja Blast. In stores now.
Welcome back, wrestling fans, where we have the Air Force Academy in town, wrestling Utah Valley. We're from the Lockhart Arena.
3 matches deep, Sam. We came away with a decision and a major decision. First 2 for Utah Valley, and then Air Force with the pin in the last match.
And those bonus points, those falls, major decisions, make a big difference when we're talking about overall team scores. So, you know, that Noggle keeping Air Force in the fight right here after 2 matches.
Yeah, score 6-7, UVU in the lead, and we're gonna go on to 149 pounds for Utah Valley. Smokey McClure.
He's going up against Alec.
From Langley, Washington, Smokey McClure.
Viduya, a freshman against a senior. Smokey McClure, confident as ever, but like we talked about before the match, Sam, he's just still getting into the Division I competition. He's good on his feet. He's got skill, maybe not quite all there technique-wise, though.
Ooh, quick shot in there.
This is where he's good.
Down blocks nicely there. Nice underhook. You know, he's got an underhook elevating, but he's also pulling down on a tricep. Kind of just that tweaking of the body is tight.
We're going to look for Smokey to stay in his stance, not come out of it.
Shallow underhook here. Both guys right in the middle here, fighting for head position. Smokey with a bind on his head, but man, breaks out. Oh, Smoke jumps to a underhook, looking to use it. Air Force doing a good job of climbing those elbows, keeping his head in the middle of Smokey's chest. Breaks out, fresh start for both wrestlers here.
Viduya in on a shot.
Smokey with a deep whizzer here, but Viduya picks it up. Long legs here, looking for that outside trip here. Smokey's doing a good job balancing, wrestling on the edge of the mat. We don't want to flee here. But man, we're just standing. Oh, he almost scissored, jumped up underneath. Oh, but a 3-point takedown given. Man, that's a lot of really good fighting on Smoke's behalf, but
Smokey, another athlete out of the West, coming from Washington State. Recent success out of high school. He took second at Fargo over the summer, stepped into UVU's room. It's been extremely gamey workout partner.
stands up, tries to kick out, but not enough, and Viduya just collapses down and gets Smokey down in a broken down position. Smoke got his knees back up underneath him. Now we're fighting hand control. Nice spiral ride, almost to a crab ride here. Smokey pulls a hand out. Now he's isolated it. See it in his back pocket. He turns and faces. Nice escape by Smokey McClure.
Yeah, score 1-3. This time winds down in the first period. Riding time not yet a factor. It'll be Air Force choice. He'll choose bottom.
Viduya just basically stands up, turns and faces. Fake shot, then a reshot by Smokey. He's got to keep going in for drape position. Kind of gets weird and comes out. Nice scrambling going on here. He's got to elevate. Smokey's got to pull his head out, come drive through for a 3-point takedown.
That'll tie the score up at 4-4.
But he's got to stay tough on top here. Pressure's got to go forward. Coach Hall is saying forward, forward. But Viduya just stands, reaches back to a whizzer, and Smokey lets him go.
Yeah, scores tied up. Riding time still not a factor. It's a good match.
Great match. Both guys have now shown offense to score from a neutral position, so Smokey hitting it off of a re-attack. Oh, sweet lead time, low-level single. Smokey's got to wrestle tough here. He's got good balance, but Bedoya is long and lanky, so well adapt. Jumps for a cradle. We're still fighting. Smokey ends up on top. He keeps him on his back.
Takes him through.
And he holds him. He can take his time. Smokey's got him on his back. Near fall is being counted. Not quite yet. Now we got the count.
It's tight here.
And it's tight. He's got to stay wide. And
That'll be a pin.
Smokey McClure, Utah Valley University, coming away with a come-behind victory.
He comes from getting cradled, going to his back, kicks him over, and winds up in a pinning position.
Smoke's strong there. He's a strong, compact wrestler, and so he knew he was going to his back, and I think he timed it well where he just popped out, made it hard to keep that cradle, and ends up turning and getting in a position where he's in a tight half.
Yeah, I was stressing when he got cradled there. He's going to his back, and I'm like, oh, no.
Up next, 157 pounds, from the Air Force Academy, Josh Palicio.
157
For Utah Valley,
for Air Force Academy, Josh Palicio.
Idaho, Tanner Frothinger.
Representing the Wolverines, Tanner Frothinger, an Eagle, Idaho native. Another athlete out of the West, transfer from Nebraska. He's had his start a few times this season. Last night, came away with kind of a weird match. He was getting his butt kicked, and then he threw the guy in a headlock right at the buzzer, and then he kept going for throws, and it got exciting, but still too little too late.
There was one. We ended up getting a reversal right at the last, and I was like, man, if we had 15 more seconds, that was such a tight head throw. Not enough time, though. Saved by the bell.
And looks like he's going on double unders.
He's got it going again. Double unders. This is kind of where we felt comfortable last night. Well-timed blast double, and guess what? Referee says you can't wrestle on the edge of the mat. You got to come and fight inside.
Yeah, that's a stall warning as Frothinger shoots him out of bounds. Tanner looking to go upper body. He's good in these throws.
Oh, attempted throw, but he kind of backs out and doesn't go full bore on it. Now he's got a whizzer, a single leg for Palicio.
He's still digging for a throw here. Notice his left hand digging there, and they backed him straight out of bounds.
That's another
stall. That'll be a point. So here's the thing, Sam. Air Force can choose to push back and get tossed, or they can back out.
I'd back
pick your
out.
poison, right?
Yeah, that's what you got to do. But Frothinger has really come forward. He's like, listen, I'm going to go for it tonight. He feels comfortable with an upper body tie-up, upper body throws, so he'll dig him. He's digging here again.
It's going Garza bar. Clamps down, steps.
Inside trip opportunities here. Palicio with a single leg shot here, just kind of scooped it up. Not a real shot.
Frothinger used to having guys in on his legs. He stands straight up, and Palicio earns a takedown here. Brings the score 3-1 for Air Force. Reach back.
Here we go. Frothinger earns a 1-point escape. It's a close match. 1 minute left in the first period.
1 minute remaining in the first period.
Frothinger's unorthodox. He's just long. He goes for throws everywhere.
He'll reach back, reach over, overhook.
Underhook, it don't matter.
He's going for it. The pace really has slowed down from Frothinger. I like the way he came out. We were slowed down a little bit. Palicio with a nice lock on the back of his neck. Oh,
He's still controlling the center of the mat.
15 seconds here. Frothinger right in the middle, holding position.
And that'll be it for the first period. Some precarious situations.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you, Frothinger is exciting to watch. That's for sure. Frothinger defers.
Air Force will choose bottom. Tanner, without first opportunity this match to put a ride on, we'll see how it goes.
Leg ride comes in. I don't really love that. It's not terribly tight. Ends up coming out. Oh, he goes for a cradle, but legs are up. He's got to keep running towards it if he's going to try to keep him down. But now he's in a front headlock position. Frothinger got him almost in a position, too, where he got his back to the edge of the mat. Felicio does a good job rotating in and circling in.
Score 2-4 in favor of Air Force.
Shoot him out, shoot him out.
Felicio goes a little upper body.
I think it's because he got to choose.
Yeah, you got to
You're
wrestle
either going to
there.
back out or I'm going to go body to body, right? Chest to chest. Overhook here. Overhook lock. I always say you got to be changing in a lockup or a tie-up like this, Chasen, or somebody's going to feel that stagnation and get their own change out of it like this, like a drop to a single leg. We kind of saw that coming because no changes were happening out of it. And I feel like in the first period when Felicio got this takedown, Frothinger was kind of standing up. Oh, and he lifts and returns him to the mat for a three-point takedown. I feel like the focus on upper body, Frothinger's
reach back.
Yeah, man, he's exposing those legs. So
he is, but here's the thing: he's never out of the match. He's always got that up his sleeve, but finds himself in these situations going to the third round, down some points. You know, it's his choice, but looks like he's going to choose bottom.
Yeah, he's earned 2 escapes, so we're going to look for him to earn that escape. Then he's got to go. Offenses has to happen. Stand up and a reach behind or reach over. Does a good job to keep his hips heavy. Earns an escape.
Yeah, within striking distance of tying the match up. 4-7.
Again, another shot. Similar. Again, very similar. It's just a lift. It's a crotch lift. Oh, man, lift and almost spikes him on his head. 3-point takedown by Felicio.
Yeah, it's knowing when to bail there. You know, you're getting lifted. He's still digging.
1 minute, just over a minute, 1:08 left. Okay, again, here we go. He feels okay being here. Overhook. Earns the escape.
1 minute remaining in the match. 1 minute remaining in the match.
Crowd saying go for it. He's got to make up some points. 45 seconds left in the match.
Shot here.
Policio with a throw of his own, steps in and goes. Props to Air Force athlete, looking still fresh going into the third period, at the end of the third period.
Definitely has kept his composure for
right?
sure.
Colorado Springs, one of the only campuses that are, higher than here in Orem, Utah.
Time to throw here. He's got a double over.
That'll be it. Policio comes away with a major decision. Oh, decision. There was another point awarded there. Props to Policio getting his hand raised.
Yeah, what a nicely fought match. Frothinger gave his all. Again, I think an unorthodox style for Division I kind of college, and it's interesting to see how guys either adjust to some of that unorthodox wrestling.
No, Policio, over the course of the match, just got better and better. I think he kind of figured it out.
Well, hey, fans watching, stay with us. There is still more wrestling. We're going to go to a short break. We got a team score, Air Force 9, Utah Valley University 13. Come right back with us for more Wolverine Wrestling.
Refresh your senses with a kick of citrus flavor. Do the do.
You're doing it.
You got this.
Yes, this is great.
Starlight, Starbright, the first Carl's Jr. star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might have a juicy, charbroiled famous star burger with lettuce, onions, tomato, melty cheese, special sauce, dill pickles, and mayonnaise tonight.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
You got a tough one here. Utah Valley, a team that's receiving votes in the top 25. New head coach, some big wrestlers that have come in. This is a different kind of Utah Valley team.
I kind of looked at this date and circled it because I knew it was the third week of a 3-week stretch of being on the road. And I circled this because this is the last duel before we get to go home. We're clawing tooth and nail to get inches, right? And that's why every second, every point, every hard thing that you do in a match matters.
Christian Doherty taking on Bridger Ricks from Utah Valley.
Up, stay with him. Chris, big lift. To his back point. Big lift, nice job. Keep him in the air, good.
But Bridger Ricks will come away with the first points of the duel. Now this is where things go advantage here for Utah Valley. Hayden Drury out there for the Utah Valley Wolverines. And that'll be the tech fall. Drury just dominant the final 2 periods here.
How do you want to feel? What kind of momentum do you want to have going in this next week? I want to win, right? But we can't do it for you. I'd crawl out there if I could, right? You got to go take it from them. There's going to be some gritty matches coming up. Ain't nobody cares how you feel.
Utah Valley trekking in one of the top 165 pounders in the country in Terrell Barraclough, a transfer from Penn State, spending his final season in his home state of Utah.
Low shoulder. Hand above the knee. No, get above the knee. Good.
It'll be a 17-4 major decision for Terrell Barraclough. Mark Takara for Utah Valley.
Drag it.
Major decision victory for Mark Takara. Utah Valley holding a 16-13 lead. Caleb Doolenhop, 6:02, the riding time advantage. That was impressive. Cale Benny, a true freshman from Layton, Utah. And that is a major decision victory for Cale Benny.
Just like I told you, it don't matter. It doesn't matter what you're feeling, how you're feeling. You freaking wrestled with a mentality. Just like I told you guys before, you know the most dangerous animal in the woods is? A freaking wounded one. Because it's willing to fight for its life. Right? That's a mentality. There's mental and physical warfare. Just like I read you that statement earlier this week. February is where you start to see separation because people are ready to cash it in. Last I checked, our season isn't over. I don't really care how it's gone because I know what we're building for the future. Because we represent something new. Right? Where we're turning the table. People, I'm telling you, people, all of a sudden it's just like, people used to just be able to come into Utah and just take all the best guys. And just come into Utah and just beat up on a team. That's not how it is anymore. You know, that puts fear in people's eyes. It does. But still, like every inch we're trying to get, we take. We freaking take it. We're clawing. We're chasing after somebody that keeps looking back on their shoulder. They're running fast, but they keep looking back. We don't have anything else but to climb. Nowhere else to go. We're not going backwards. We're down. It's going to be so exciting to see our fans, right? For the three people that your dad and my crazy mom, right? Freaking road warriors. It's going to be nice to be at home. You guys are studs, right? Heads up, chins up, and we'll go out. Let's try to catch your family. You guys have family here, and let's hustle out of it, okay? UV!
Knows that having a good credit history makes it easier to save money and get approved for the things in life you need, like credit cards, auto loans, home loans, and a lot more. But here's the problem. Building your credit history takes time. That's why UCCU created Credit Builder, an innovative loan program designed to help you build your credit history and raise your credit score. Visit UCCU.com to start building or rebuilding your credit today. UCCU. Love where you bank.
Get great seats, safer, simpler, and smarter with TicketSmarter. Choose great seats from over 125,000 live events, all backed with a TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Get your tickets smarter at TicketSmarter.com.
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna leave it all on the mat, because that's what I do when I get it done so I can do it. Yeah! I'm on a new level.
Give your head a Mountain Dew kickstart. At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Refresh your senses with a wave of tropical lime flavor. Mountain Dew Baja Blast. In stores now.
I think in the upper rankings or the upper echelons of any weight class in the NCAA, the margins that make a win and a loss are so minimal. It's tiny positions, it's tiny amounts of time, and I think this is indicative of that in this match here tonight. 22, both guys kind of content. It's almost like they, an overtime or a sudden victory, a sweep there. Terrell with the shot, but man,
really quick
with
there.
some redirects there. He made it. Oh man, right here at the last second, shot comes in. We're in a position to score. He's got to swim over. That's three, and a victory right at the buzzer. Terrell Bearclaw. As we come back from our break, you just saw a replay of the last moments of last night's massive win by Terrell Bearclaw, overcoming number 3 ranked Hall from West Virginia. Big matchup. Takedown with literally 1-2 seconds left. Terrell was amped. It was at Layton High School, Terrell's alma mater, where he wrestled in high school, and the place was electric, right, Jason?
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit, but, Terrell coming back to Utah and being in the lineup and competing the way he does and representing the school the way he does, he's so appreciated. The fans are so pumped to have Terrell back and in the lineup at Utah Valley, and so ranked, arguably number 3 at this point, going into almost the postseason. Like, we're excited to see what happens with this young man. So
and we're up at his weight, 165 pounds. From 165 pounds, Logan Fowler from Air Force Academy, and number 3 ranked wrestler in the country, Terrell Bearclaw. See some action and fireworks from him tonight.
Yeah, it's interesting. Sometimes he's got guys, that are not in the rankings wrestling they really conservatively, and it gets frustrating because it's hard for him to score on them. They're very, timid, and so we'll see what happens here.
Fowler, freshman, so young in his career. Terrell, obviously a 5th-year senior, come back to Utah Valley, so we got some great wrestling, man. Awesome takedown.
Yeah, notice how he's patient there. He holds the leg high, he times it, and then goes.
Overhook Iowa ride here, and Terrell will take that Iowa and then oftentimes swing a leg in, but he transitions very well back and forth between those two. But a nice spiral ride, heavy claw here with a thigh block.
Yeah, Terrell historically a real
high
sticky
hip
wrestler,
over.
but
High hip over for a reversal.
Caught him flat. Quick escape.
That's a nicely timed high hip by Fowler. We're back in the middle. Guys sizing each other up. Terrell, great offense. Tries for a head pull just to a sweep single. Nothing real there, though. Outside shot in a single leg, but he does a good job to pull it in, gather it in, muscle it up. Now he's got it elevated up. One leg on one foot. He steps in and trips down, but he's got the legs split.
Coach Hall gets his attention. He looks directly at him. What do you want me to do here?
7-2 score currently.
They're looking for a stall here.
If you watch the way Bearclaw rides, he'll ride and bind up wrists like he is now. But if there are posts up on his opponent's feet. He does a good job of taking those away by hooking a heel or hooking an ankle. So he's using his hands and his feet all simultaneously.
Fowler chooses bottom.
Leg right comes in.
Coach Hall urging Bearclough to lift the leg, just arch here.
Breaking these hips down. This is heavy, heavy pressure for bottom wrestler. So I'd keep that pressure in and warning, wow. Warning on Terrell.
2 minutes of riding time, Bearclough.
He's going to optional start him here. Didn't quite get the memo.
1 point, escape Fowler, we're neutral.
All right, all that offense ends up turning into a stall warning against our Air Force opponent.
Seconds remaining in the second period, 45 seconds.
Here he goes, another flurry here. Touch and go, nice, elusive hands, feet are moving. That's what you want to see. We settled into a tie-up here. Posts and gets a nice high C shot. This is similar to the position he took Hall down in last night. Nice textbook takedown. Terrell now got his opponent flat. 2-on-1 wrist ride there. Let's go of it.
That'll be it for the second period.
Then after 2, Bearclough takes a 10-3 lead.
UVU's choice. Bearclough chooses bottom. Going into the third period, he's up 10-3 with riding time.
Quad pod here. Terrell just takes the claw, pushes it down, isolates. Man, he's so good at that. Just it's very hard for guys to ride him. He isolates a hand so well and gets him locking on his waist. Oh, nice double leg shot here. Terrell's finished every takedown tonight. High C's, double legs, single legs.
Terrell's so experienced, and he still looks to his corner, looks at coach for advice in every position. He's getting a little bit mean with that ride, looking for a turn.
About a minute left here. Terrell wants to turn this on for a more than just a major decision victory. He'd like to earn a tech fall or a fall.
1 minute remaining in the match. 1 minute remaining.
They're saying cut him again. Terrell looking at the ref. He's like, I'm cutting him. He's just not really standing very quickly. That'll be another stall. Point awarded. Takedown would put it into a tech.
I think that's what Terrell wants. There's plenty of time, 26 seconds. He's had the flurries here and the hand fighting. Nice shot. Single leg, elevates it up.
Single leg by
kind of whips it down in almost a roll here. Air Force trying to roll, 13 seconds. Man, Terrell's got him on his back almost, or I should say he's rolling to his back.
Not quite. Air Force fends off the technical fall. Terrell will come away with that major decision.
165 pounds, and the number 4 ranked wrestler in the country from Utah Valley.
I think we kind of expected that. You know, good fight from the Air Force opponent. Terrell coming away with another victory. One lone loss on the season. Terrell's on a tear. It's awesome to watch him wrestle. We're so proud to have him. Okay, we're up at 174 pounds. Jack Ganos going up against Mark Takara.
Yeah, Ganos out of Wisconsin, another wrestler for Air Force. And Mark Takara from Temecula, California, or California, still staying in the West Coast. Mark's had some good matches this season, and last night didn't quite come away with it, but it's been a competitor.
Yeah, he wrestled tough last night. Not enough to get away with the victory, but tonight should be a good matchup. Ganos, a senior, so got some age, got some experience on Takara. Wrestling right in the center here.
Both guys hand fighting in the center. No leg attacks quite yet.
Okay, some change-ups here. Both guys almost shot at the same time. So we kind of ran into each other with no real penetration, but we're back up on our feet. Both guys just wrestling tough in the center here. Takara with a level change and a go. Oh, nice change-up wrestling here. Chain wrestling matters, and oh, he got an angle here. We got to look for him to run across his hips. I don't know if his arm is caught. It's almost like he's in a, yeah, look at this. Got an underhook. Takara's got one. Oh, man, what an interesting position here. Takara sits him on his butt, and he holds him. He had him on his back for a moment there. But a three-point takedown earned by Takara.
50 seconds remaining in the first period, 50 seconds remaining.
Man, close action there. Man, Takara almost got rolled through.
Yeah, Ganos really a gamey athlete right there. He didn't quite bail and almost put Takara in trouble.
Takara wrestling tough on top here. Breaks
15
him
seconds left in the mat, first period.
Nice ride by Takara.
Coach Hall says stay under the arms. He's getting a little bit
Over the
high,
top.
coming over the top, and almost hits the minute mark riding time. 55 seconds in favor of UVU.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of breaks in that round. That was straight 3 minutes.
This whole duel, I mean, there's one blood time or one challenge and, 25s, but it's been pretty cut and dry match.
Tough matches here. And both teams willing to wrestle right in the middle, make it happen. Takara does a good job to quad pod, stand, and face. So earns a 1-point escape. Oh, nice redirect to a single leg attack.
He's in on the leg. Lifts
Trips
here.
down. Oh, but man, our Gano's still fighting. Another trip down and gets the 3-point takedown.
Takara does a good job staying on the leg, being patient, and then swimming for that far hip.
I mean, he had to try to trip down 3 times. Uh-oh, a little bit of a weird roll through.
Way weird.
I think we're lucky to end up with just a 2-point reversal there. Takara got in a bad spot where I was like, man, we are just a couple inches from rolling to our back, but Takara has enough awareness to, bail out, give up the 2-point reversal. But now Gano's
too high.
Right, it's too high. Takara gets to escape. Takara's got offense, so I'm gonna look for this single leg shot again. Oh, elbow pass by Ganos.
And after 2, Takara takes an 8-2 lead over Ganos.
Third period, Ganos chooses down. Takara rode tough, though, so...
Yeah, he kind of was going for something, got a little too overzealous when he got reversed there, and I mean, it could have been more dangerous, but we'll see how he puts it together this period.
Not a lot of pressure forward, so Ganos earns an easy 1-point escape. Again, hand fighting right here. Pulls down. Ganos kind of circles out and faces again. Little head fakes here. Both guys getting those hands going for a flurry. 128 here in the third. Oh, nice angle to a single leg.
Same shot. I mean, he's getting to that each time.
3-point takedown. I'd go ahead and roll on up.
Out of bounds, no change.
Final minute-ish of the match. Takara finds himself up 11-3. Right in time, not quite locked in.
Yeah, Coach Paul says something we commented on. He goes, forward, forward, forward. We got to get hands up or pressure up on the hands. Ganos does a good job to quad pod. Now he's fighting hand control.
Riding time is a factor.
But Takara does enough to get that riding time. Rode up to 15 seconds additional riding time. So that point is secured for the time being. Shot here is not what we want. Takara sits down. He's got to keep scooting his hips around and coming behind. He's got to keep scooting his hips up and around. But Ganos is doing a good job of elevating, and Takara bails out.
Bails out and falls out of major decision territory. 15 seconds left.
Yeah, loses the takedown and the riding time with that bit of a flurry. So what went from what was looking like an 8-point victory now may very well turn out to be just a 4-point victory.
That'll be it. Final score, 11-7 for Mark Takara.
From Utah Valley University, by decision.
Well, Takara comes away with a decision victory, and we're going to go to a short break. Team score, UVU 20, Air Force 9. There's plenty more Air Force versus Wolverine Wrestling. Stay with us.
What you working on?
Filling out my bracket. Picking teams is brutal.
I didn't mind using AI.
AI can do that?
Yeah. Here, I'll show you.
I can't always be the answer.
Florida.
Florida?
It's AI, who knows?
Getting it right is hard, even with the help of AI.
Just ask AI. Just ask AI.
Join the Wolverine Club, a simple message with a major impact. Support student athletes like former Utah Valley University men's basketball star, graduate, and 13-year pro basketball veteran Ryan Toulson. Ryan is the basketball program's all-time leading scorer and holds 7 UVU career records. Support the next professional basketball athlete by joining the Wolverine Club today.
That's good. That's just a silky smooth touch right there. Welcome back to Utah Valley University, the Lockhart Arena, where we have the Air Force Academy in town for Big 12 wrestling action against the Wolverines of Utah Valley. Now, we've had some good matchups tonight, Jason. We're up at 184 pounds, where Air Force's lone ranked wrestler, stud wrestler, senior Gage Musser, number 31 ranked in the country, going up against Utah Valley University's Caleb Uhlenhop. And Uhlenhop coming off a pretty nice victory last night against West Virginia.
Yeah, he upset number 16 in the country, and so he's feeling himself coming into tonight's match. Musser, no slouch out of Pennsylvania. We'll see how this matchup lines out.
We are underway. Nice shot here, and he powers up.
Uhlenhop right to it. Coach Hall has been very adamant about guys firing away right off the whistle. First period, all.
Well, I liked it. He actually was kind of stretched out, but he did enough to just power up through it. Not enough to keep that leg isolated and that leg elevated.
Bubba dangerous with that length. He can get to those locks easier, and super dangerous with some unorthodox hips and stuff. So see what happens. Caleb, one of those athletes that hasn't been in the starting lineup, his career at UVU. He touched it a couple times last season, but this year kind of cemented his role as a starter at 184 pounds and has been nipping at the heels of ranked status. So he's had good matches, upset a returning All-American at Vegas, upset last night. I think another one might do the trick.
Well, I think you got to be on, the difference between, guys that are top ranked in the country and not, are they just bring it consistently the same every night? And so I think this is a good indication. 2 ranked opponents in 2 nights. You're going to look for him to stay consistent here, right? Consistent intensity, consistent execution, consistent shape and holding position. So outside double leg shot.
Yeah, Musser in deep.
But a drape position, Uhlenhop is okay here. He scrambles well here.
Yeah, he goes for that toe, but Musser does a good job of hiding his foot. Looks like Caleb still got it.
Like a reversed hook. He's keeping the toe folded under.
They'll call stale here. Minute left in the first period. Both guys still neutral.
Both guys now have had offense, good offense too. Nice double leg shot, and then Caleb had that single leg right off the first flurry there in the first period, first seconds of the first period. Oh, he head tapped, went to the sweep single. Not enough distance covered there, though. Oh, outside sweep single. Caleb again in a drape position. He's going to look to perhaps do what he had done before of draping over it. Look for a lock here to hopefully hold off 3-2-1, that takedown in the first period.
Musser having some success getting to the legs, but, I mean, that's half the battle, you know. And we'll go into the second period still scoreless. Musser defers. UVU is going to choose bottom.
Puts a foot on the mat, goes through this short sit Granby, but ends up, rather than chase the legs, Musser understood, hey, if I follow that, I'm going to get rolled into Granby. So he lets him go. Nice earned escape by Uhlenhop. Ooh, nice touch and go fakes by Musser. Both double unders, dish digging. A little far out, just a fake shot here. Timed well. Man, that timed post. Uhlenhop does a good job to square his hips up and circle. Straight shot. Got a sort of a Russian tie there. Doesn't hold on, though. I believe last night, too, Caleb got hit maybe once, maybe twice with that post was timed by his opponent. So I think that's something that maybe he could look at, is that post is either easy to telegraph, it telegraphs and it's easy to read, but twice now the post has come in here. Stall warning comes on Uhlenhop.
Yeah, Musser in on his third attempt, not quite scoring. And he swims to that outside leg and gets the takedown as time winds down here in the second period.
Still time for Uhlenhop to jump out, but as time it rolls down.
It'll be Air Force decision. Musser in good position going into the third period, up 3-1. And chooses bottom.
Musser immediately to his feet, turns and faces.
Takedown ties it.
Chasen, you got to close the gap, and you got a guy that's probably going to go a little bit more defensive. Uhlenhop also has that stall against himself, so there should be no reason that he'd ever come into that. He's got to earn a takedown here.
Yeah, he's looking to push the pace, but Musser's holding his ground.
One minute, Caleb's got to turn something on. Outside double leg shot. Caleb meets it in another drape position. We've seen this work out both ways for Uhlenhop, both nice defense to stalemates, but also has been taken down here. You don't want to be here, Chasen. I mean,
it just
you're
eats up the
time.
clock, yeah. And they'll call stale, give Caleb another crack at it with 36 seconds left, but he's having a hard time getting past the head-hands defense of Air Force. Air Force keeping him honest, too. Fakes and getting in on the legs himself, so.
30 seconds. There is time here. Change up there. Deep digging. Stall call. You got to go, though. 15 seconds. You don't want to stay there. That's going to burn up our time.
Out of bounds, no change.
Rooster fends up the takedown and comes away with the victory. Decision here.
So, I mean, we said it. Uhlenhop, big victory last night, but then another good matchup. You got to stay consistent.
That's what I'm saying. He's nipping at the heels of being a ranked athlete, but he'll beat a ranked guy and then he'll lose and he'll beat a ranked guy. So just that consistency factor.
All right, we're up at 197 pounds. Brian Burbia going up against Cale Benny. Lights go out as we introduce him.
And now, for Utah Valley, a redshirt freshman from Layton, Utah, Cale Benny.
Cale Benny also from Layton High School, where we had our away duel, still I guess a home duel, but at an alma mater for a number of our wrestlers, including Terrell Bearclaw. So Cale got to wrestle in front of his hometown and home school.
Yeah, as we go into this 97-pound bout, UVU leading the duel 20-12. Air Force hits a shrug there. Benny touches the mat and winds up getting taken down, earns the escape.
Comes back out quickly. Cale's got some nice offense, and that takedown by Air Force. Burbia, smooth, but we'll look for Cale to get his offense going here.
Burbia, a freshman from Florida, one of the younger athletes on the lineup for Air Force Academy.
Sweep single, but nothing there. I should say sweep motion, not a lot of penetration there. All right, both guys kind of turning it up a little bit. You know, with Air Force's young guys and Utah Valley's young guys, you can't help but think that, you know, oh man, we got a cradle position by Burbia.
Runs up bailing on the cradle and just gets the takedown, but Benny looking to stand.
All right, turns out, faces.
And then straight back into the action. He's going to want to push the pace. I mean, 15 seconds left in the period, but Benny needs to put some points on the board.
Yeah, we got to close this gap. Oh, nice reshot here. Well, three-point takedown.
Right at the buzzer. Those end-of-period scores really hurt. There's no chance to recover.
Yeah, they no chance to recover, and just you think, man, just a little bit tougher position would have put me in a going into second, third period. That gap's just so much less. A three-point takedown. There's 3 of them here in the first period. That adds up quick.
Yeah, scored 9-2 going into the second round. Benny will choose bottom.
Anyways, small observation, both teams have some younger wrestlers. You can't help but think for the next many years we're going to be seeing the same guys.
Right.
As, both we wrestle in conference action, but also as we go to Big 12 conference, earning our way to the national championships, qualifying for nationals. We got to beat these guys.
Yeah, there's those perennial athletes, they crack the lineup their freshman year, and then you just see them every year, 4 or 5 years straight. So,
well, Burbia is looking like he's seasoned here, ready to compete.
Benny's still moving forward.
Straight shots, it's hard to get penetration straight on, especially when your hands are on them, kind of telegraphing where you're going.
Herberia just kind of Houdini's there and misdirects Benny as he's trying to push forward, but can't quite get a hand on him. 20 seconds left in the second period. Score 3-9 going in third period. Air Force gets choice. He's going to choose bottom. Benny, good on top. He gets the legs in and he rakes in that power half.
He's great with the
power half. He
really
skis it over, but he gets high. And so we'll see what happens here.
He's got to keep his composure, hold a good tight position where hips are on top and where arched pressure is put into lower back and legs on his opponent.
Yeah, don't rush into the turn.
Man, Burbia.
Solid base.
Solid. I mean, Benny putting pressure on, and he's just sliding along. There's not giving up anything. No position is given up. Not even like a lean.
Yeah, he might get a stall warning. I mean, he does put a foot on the mat here, but Benny looking to bump forward.
Leg comes in. He had the arm block, so this is good for him. And now this is exactly what we're talking about. He's got to stay. He's high right now. He's got to stay back behind. Arms got to go behind the hips or the elbows, armpits, but not good. But he ends up keeping the position, runs it back around. Now he got to just go to work.
Yeah,
1 minute
left in the match. A turn's got to happen. There's that stall.
blocks, but he got his foot caught.
He knew the leg was coming in, caught that foot. Then he's still trying to force it through. Burberia, good job defending those legs.
30 seconds here.
Crowd said stalling again. It'll be a point.
20 seconds. Got to get a turn. Got to get a turn. 13 seconds. He's got to go do something here.
That'll be it. Benny with a valiant effort, but Burberia with all the answers.
Final score 11-4 for Burberia. That makes the team score 15-20.
Yeah, competing on their feet, the big difference there. Berberia, 3 takedowns to none. Mikhail Benny.
From the Air Force Academy, Antonio Ramos.
Antonio Ramos from Utah, or from Air Force Academy.
Hey, scored 20-15. UVU in the lead, but it's heavyweight. A pin for Air Force could put them in the lead.
Redshirt junior from Littleton, Colorado.
Big implications with this. Forbes got to wrestle tough and win the night for us. Antonio Ramos looks amped. He's pumped up.
He knows the duel's riding on his shoulders.
It is.
His coach said if he doesn't win the duel for them, then he's in trouble. Both guys straight to it, upper body.
Nice
Forbes,
takedown right off the bat. Let him know now a wrist ride here. It's collapsed down. He's got a chance for a tilt almost, it looks.
Yep.
He's rocking forward here.
Jack's really strong here. Really strong in general. Stout young man.
Ski out there. Let the leg go, let the arm go.
Someone bleeding.
No.
Yep, Jack. He's smiling. It's like, why don't we just send him out with this face wrap? Because we know this is going to happen.
Yeah, this is a common occurrence for Jack. He goes off to the side smiling.
You
What do they call that when they burn your
cauterize?
Cauterize his nose.
Yeah,
now.
can we do that?
I know some cowboys.
We'll hold him down in the parking lot, cauterize him.
Go out.
Castrate or cauterize or what? What?
They're fixing him up.
Bane, the trainer, she does a good job. She's spent most of her time working on Mr. Forbes, so. Jack, our athlete out of Colorado as well. Another competitor from the West. Getting him cleaned up. He showed up to UVU not this big. They've been putting some muscle on him. Getting him sized up for heavyweight. He's still not quite the size, but he can hold his own.
Yeah, he's yoked, man. He's a tank. Got the music going. Crowd's bumping.
We'll see if
Everyone
they
knows.
can wrestle a full match without having to stop it again.
I said it last night. I said it other times because this is common with Jack. But man, that disruption that always got to me where I go, man, I just want to stay in the match, whether it was my own injury or blood timeout or the other opponent. Both guys get a bit of a reprieve during this blood cleanup and blood stoppage.
Ramos gets to his feet, earns an escape. Jack goes for a high dive, gets kind of pulled into over and under.
Ramos, a big heavyweight. So you're going to want to stay chest to chest and stay low. Down to a snap down, front headlock
Oh,
here.
he's looking for it. There you go. Oh, Jack bleeding again. They're going to stop it.
Oh, my. Blood time again. Chasen, the other thing about his bloody nose, it's not like little. It's like gush.
Yeah, he spews blood out of his nostrils every match.
Yeah, how does he get through a practice? They're taping him up in practice?
He doesn't practice. He just lifts.
Just lifts the weights, eats the protein. Well, they're going to get him cleaned up. They'll probably tape up his nose again as they've done in the past. Get ahead of this.
just ramming cotton up those nostrils and then hoping that they wrap his face again. Coach Timmy McCall works closely with Jack.
What other Division I sanctioned sport has blood time? Any kind of time like that? Is there anything else like even close?
I don't think so. It's the only reason, really, that we stop matches, too. Is if someone's
Seriously,
bleeding enough to stop it.
That's what I'm saying. You got out of bounds and blood. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, maybe a challenge.
I love it.
Potentially dangerous. But, yeah, this is the reason we stop matches. So they're wrapping his head now. They'll throw his headgear back on and let him wrestle.
All right, welcome to the jungle, bumping. Forbes taped up.
Referee just chatting with him. So the clock gets reset. Everyone's ready to wrestle. Minute 47.
Still in the first period.
Still in the first period. We've been here a minute.
Yeah, so in about a minute and a half, we've had probably 5 minutes of stoppage. Oh, double leg shot, and he pulls him through. Oh, to his back. Oh, but he doesn't do enough to hold him.
He just kept those legs churning.
Oh, that was awesome. Textbook double leg finish, and he didn't give up. I mean, it looked for a second like Ramos, again, just strong, heavy hips. He's going to defend it off, but Forbes just willed it through, drove through, kept those legs driving. Oh, kind of went down almost into a Granby position. Short sit by Ramos.
One minute.
1 minute remaining in the first period. 1 minute remaining.
Nice wrist right. He's going to pull it back. Hopefully isolate, pull it back there. Chicken wing here. Oh, man, he kind of limp arms out. He could go to it again. Shoulders kind of braced up here on Ramos.
Yeah, and that's the shoulder Jack's got a lot of pressure on.
Nice bump down, short sit. Nice changeover by Ramos to get the weight off of him and stand up.
Tries to stay with it. Ramos earns an escape.
Short time. I would have rather ridden that out, but I think Jack did as best he could to hold that position. Ramos earns that 1 point escape.
The Air Force choice, he defers.
Ramos defers. Forbes chooses bottom.
Nice quick stand up. Ramos can't hold Forbes down.
Forbes, we're neutral. Remaining in the second period, 1 minute remaining.
Halfway through the second period, guys are on their feet. We got a stall warning. Utah Valley coaches want some more action. We're going to stop it again for blood. It's bleeding through all that gauze. It's crazy.
Seriously,
He's going to need a blood transfusion after this. I wonder how many times he's had it cauterized. I'm sure they thought of this, right?
I would never do it in the season. I've heard it's gnarly to get done.
It hurts.
Yeah, it hurts, and it takes a long time to heal. Like, it's sensitive for a long time. So maybe postseason he'll go for it.
Gotta do something. We talked about this last night. We would hide when our opponent was bleeding so that we could keep wrestling. And we didn't want them to stop
Yeah,
it.
you see blood in your hurry and just like cover their head so they can't see it.
Big brother smother them so he cover their mouth and nose. No blood here, ref.
Okay, so we're neutral, 7-2, 35 seconds in the second period. Ford's got offense, so 35 seconds, plenty of time to earn another three-point takedown and really put this match in a nice position for Utah Valley to earn a victory and win the duel for the night. After the match, too, stay tuned. We're going to have UVU's stud ranked wrestler, Terrell Bearclaw, come up. We're going to do a post-match interview with him. So stay with us if you're watching the broadcast.
Jack, right away.
Oh, my goodness, already blood. It's come through, and they're saying, you know what?
It is leaking through all those layers. They just didn't do no more layers.
Just go
crazy.
for it.
I wonder if they could put a mask like Bridger's mask on him so he doesn't.
It's probably what he's going to have to start doing.
Yeah, he doesn't bonk his
just
nose.
So he doesn't get, the match disrupted like this.
He gets bad enough. Sam, have you ever seen anyone default out of a match from?
I have.
From blood?
I have. I think here with Utah Valley.
Who was it? I can't remember.
I can't even remember. I don't think it was our guy. I think it was the other.
They just could not stop the bleeding?
Couldn't stop the bleeding, ran out, and they're like, well.
That's a match.
You can't. Well, yeah, and you can't wrestle if you got blood everywhere. So the ref goes, it's over.
It's unsanitary.
It's just gross. No.
Yeah, you see guys like split their brow. You know, sometimes get an elbow somewhere. You know, and they split their face.
Right.
But you can wrap that, throw some Vaseline on it, and it's good. It's the nose that bleeds like crazy.
That's your head coach for Utah Valley University, ladies and gentlemen, Coach Hall.
It's no wonder these guys, he's got a bloody nose. They're just bonking heads for 7 minutes. Final period of the duel. Ramos goes neutral. He's looking for a throw here.
Nice shot. Single leg, nice head position, switches double. Now you got to run him down. He's got to run him down, but those tree trunk legs, Ramos gets his hips down in the back. And we're still wrestling here, but we're out of bounds.
Yeah, Forbes fake, single, and then I think he doubled off prematurely. Kept one hand on the.
I would have kept that and run that down run the pipe down. But he felt good about switching double and running through it. But gosh, man, Ramos super heavy down through his thighs. But you know what? It's hard. You got to beat that.
Jack with all the leg attacks this match. I don't know if Ramos is taking a shot. He's working some ties, upper body stuff, but haven't seen him shoot. Ramos looking victory series. Forbes in a good position to score. He needs to swim that right hand over that quad.
Free takedown. Forbes does enough. Oh, a roll here. Oh man, Ramos going hard here, creating motion, creating change-ups. Oh, throw
Goes for a big headlock. That'll be a major decision for Jack Forbes. Sealing the duel. Final score, Utah Valley University 24, Air Force 15.
Nice victory by Jack Forbes. He's going to take off the wrapped up nose, get his blood stopped. As always, we are so appreciative of having all of our opponents coming to town. The Air Force, a storied program, one we're proud to have in-house tonight. Stay with us. We're going to have Terrell Bearclaw come up and do a brief interview with him, with Chasen Tolbert and myself. More Utah Valley University action. Stay with us.
Refresh your senses with a kick of citrus flavor. Do the do.
You're doing it.
You got this.
Yes, this is great.
Starlight, star bright, the first Carl's Jr. star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might have a juicy, charbroiled famous star burger with lettuce, onions, tomato, melty cheese, special sauce, dill pickles, and mayonnaise tonight.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Back to Lockhart Arena, where we have our stud wrestler, Terrell Bearclaw. Terrell, tonight we get a victory, but we talked about this just a moment ago. You got a young wrestler. He's a freshman, sophomore. Doesn't have the experience you have. He kind of clams up. I asked what Coach Hall says after the match. Coach Hall's got a high standard, even for you. He says Terrell has done the work. He's putting in the work. Tell us your thoughts on what Coach shared with you after the match.
Yeah, like one of the things that he keeps talking about with me, even in situations like that, is to keep hunting. And not the fact that, like, he's like, no, you don't have the target on your back. Everybody else has targets on their back, right? Like, we're going after them.
I love that. And that mentality is something that he holds not just for you, but for the whole team. Keep going.
True story. And just like, you know, for me, it just makes me think about, hey, I got to be scoring for 7 minutes, right? Even in like those situations, like right at the end, I know, or I do my best to make sure that that guy knows, like, if we wrestle again, like,
it's going to be worse.
Wrestling is just not about, you know, it's about winning national championships. Yeah, that's awesome, but it's also, wrestling's so cool because you can also create like an aurora about yourself. You know, like I think it's so special to be able to like come in here and go to like other stadiums and just being like, holy crap, this kid's tough. Like,
it's cool. And you know, on that note, tell me about this. Now, last night's duel was not here at Utah Valley University. We actually held it at your alma mater, Layton High School. What was that like going back home? That's the first time UVU's done that in a long time, if ever. So we did this. There's a production we put on up there. What was that like going back home? You had all your fans, all your friends. Tell me about that.
It was so sweet. I haven't seen some of those people in 4 or 5 years, and I don't know. Like, I just feel like Utah it's going to be a wrestling central. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, we're in year 0.
Well, tell me this. I love that. I love that you feel that way. Utah is becoming wrestling ground zero. You spent your career at Penn State. You've come here, and I've heard you say in a number of different interviews, you love that you've come back home.
Yeah.
What would you say to somebody? I mean, people, we love you. It's so good to have you back. You've brought this enthusiasm and this energy to our program. What do you say to a wrestler that's coming up? He's got a choice. He could go out of Utah. You got the perspective now, hindsight being what it is. Would you stay? Would you go? Would you tell that guy to invest in the program here? Tell me your thoughts there.
Obviously, right? I would tell you to invest in the program, but the biggest thing for me and like in my personal experience, and I always knew that I was the guy. I always did, and it just hurt, right? Just that I couldn't go out there and just show what I had. And all I needed was one guy, and that guy is Coach Hall, who just like put his absolute faith in me. And if I could tell any young wrestler, I was like, you want somebody to bet on you, that's Coach Hall. And I think that's something so special.
I love that. Gave me the chills. Last question. Last night, well, this season, number of victories, several victories over top 5 opponents. Last night, Peyton Hall's in town from West Virginia, number 3 ranked. You beat him. This has a lot of implications to postseason. I know the sky's the limit. Tell me your thoughts as we come into the last duel next week, next week, and what we look at. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, just keep scoring points, keep hunting. You know, that's what I care about.
It's on. Guys, we got big aspirations. We're so grateful for Terrell, his experience on our team, leading our team. More to come next week. More wrestling here at Lockhart Arena. Follow us, Utah Valley University Wrestling. Thanks for joining us.